Off-duty officer reacts defensively to robbers while enjoying ice cream with his son at a restaurant. CCTV footage from a restaurant in Uruguay shows a tense moment when two armed men entered the building with the apparent intention of committing a robbery. Customers inside were enjoying their meals, unaware of what was about to unfold. Among them was an off-duty police officer who had been sitting with his young son and enjoying ice cream. When one of the suspects displayed a weapon, the officer quickly recognized the threat. He revealed his own firearm and responded defensively, causing the suspects to retreat from the restaurant. One suspect was later taken to the hospital for treatment, while the other ran from the scene. The incident ended quickly, and no customers were harmed. Situations like this can change in seconds. Remaining calm and avoiding sudden movements can help reduce risks during unexpected emergencies. A female officer engages a robber who tried to rob a group of women and children. On a calm afternoon in April 2018, CCTV footage from Brazil captured a group of women and children standing together along a quiet street, unaware that danger was approaching. As a man walked past them, he suddenly stopped, pulled out a firearm, and began demanding money and valuables. The situation escalated quickly, creating a moment of fear and uncertainty for the group. What the robber didn't realize was that one of the women was an off-duty police officer. She reacted immediately, pulling out her own firearm and firing defensively at the robber. The robber immediately surrendered, allowing the officer to take control of the situation, preventing injuries or further escalation. While this outcome was fortunate, experts stress that civilians should not attempt confrontation. The safest response during a robbery is to remain calm, comply with demands, avoid sudden movements, and prioritize personal safety. An armed security guard sprang into action as a robber tried to rush into a bank. A quiet afternoon inside a bank was suddenly disrupted when a man rushed through the entrance and declared a robbery. Customers and staff were caught by surprise as the suspect attempted to take control of the situation. What the man did not realize was that a trained security guard was already stationed inside the bank. Observing the situation carefully, the guard quickly responded and used his firearm defensively to stop the suspect before the situation could escalate further. The quick reaction prevented the suspect from leaving the building or harming anyone inside. Although the incident ended quickly, bank robberies are highly unpredictable events. Security professionals emphasize that only trained personnel should respond to such threats. For members of the public, the safest response is to stay calm, avoid sudden movements, and allow trained authorities to handle the situation. Bakery robbery is foiled when a fearless employee confronts robber with a baking equipment. In September 2021, an armed man entered a bakery and approached one of the workers behind the counter. He displayed a firearm and demanded money from the register. The baker initially followed instructions, hoping to avoid escalating the situation. As the suspect bent down to collect items from the counter area, the baker noticed a brief moment of opportunity. Using a nearby baking tool, he moved quickly and disrupted the suspect's balance. The sudden movement caused confusion, and within seconds, a struggle began. Other bakery employees quickly noticed the situation and rushed over to assist. Working together, they were able to restrain the suspect until authorities arrived. While teamwork helped stop the incident, experts warn that confronting armed suspects can be extremely dangerous. Remaining calm and contacting authorities is usually the safest option. A friendly reminder: kindly like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks a lot. Two armed men try to rob a store, but the store owner pulls out his own firearm and things change. In October 2013, two men entered a shop in Yemen carrying firearms and approached the cashier. One of them directed his weapon toward the counter and demanded money. The sudden moment created tension inside the store. Instead of immediately surrendering, the cashier revealed that he also had a firearm and confronted the suspect. The situation quickly turned into a brief struggle near the counter area. Seeing what was happening, several other people inside the store moved forward to assist. Together, they managed to restrain the first suspect while the second individual left the area. Authorities were later contacted to handle the situation. While the incident ended without serious injury, experts emphasize that confronting armed suspects is extremely risky. Businesses are encouraged to have trained security personnel, and individuals should focus on remaining calm and contacting authorities. A robber tries to rob a bank, but everything changed when a customer pulls out his own firearm. A man walked into a store appearing like any other customer. For a moment, nothing seemed unusual, but within seconds, he pulled out a firearm and displayed it to the cashier while demanding money from the register. The sudden shift created tension inside the store. Standing nearby was another customer who quickly realized what was happening. In a split-second decision, he revealed that he was also carrying a firearm and responded defensively. His quick reaction stopped the robbery attempt before the suspect could leave the store. The situation ended quickly, and no one else inside the shop was harmed. Although the outcome was fortunate, experts warn that situations involving firearms can become unpredictable in seconds. The safest response during robberies is usually to stay calm, avoid sudden reactions, and focus on getting to safety rather than confronting a suspect. Two robbers rob a store, but as they try to leave, the store employee performs an unexpected move. In East New Orleans, USA, a store manager was going through his normal routine when two men entered the shop. At first, nothing seemed unusual, but moments later, one of the men, wearing a camouflage sweater, displayed a firearm and demanded money from the register. The manager stayed calm and complied, handing over the cash while the suspects prepared to leave. As they turned toward the exit, the manager revealed that he was also carrying a firearm and responded defensively. The unexpected reaction disrupted the robbery attempt, and the suspects quickly left the store. One suspect was later detained while the other ran from the scene. Situations like this can escalate rapidly. Safety experts advise that the safest option is often to comply, create distance if possible, and alert authorities once you are safely away from danger. Things escalate quickly as a group of men work together to restrain a robber who tried to rob the store. In January 2019, a robber stood inside a store holding a bag open while instructing the cashier to place money inside. The situation appeared to be under his control, and he was only moments away from leaving the store. Just then, two men entered and quickly realized what was happening. Without warning, they rushed forward and brought the suspect to the ground, managing to remove the weapon during the struggle. The suspect attempted to get away, but the noise drew attention from others nearby. Within seconds, several people stepped in to assist, ensuring the suspect could not escape until authorities arrived. Although the robbery attempt ended successfully in this case, confronting an armed suspect carries serious risks. In most situations, alerting authorities quickly and prioritizing personal safety is the recommended response. A tense moment erupts as a store owner pulls a daring move when robbers storm his store. A group of robbers entered a store using an unusual approach. One of them began spraying pepper spray around the shop while the others tried to intimidate the people inside. Their plan seemed to rely on confusion and panic to help them take control of the situation. However, the store owner remained calm despite the sudden disruption. Holding a glass bong that happened to be nearby, he stepped forward and confronted the suspects. The unexpected response appeared to catch them off guard. Rather than continue with their plan, the group decided to abandon the attempt and quickly left the store. The unusual standoff ended without serious harm. Incidents like this can escalate quickly, so remaining calm and avoiding sudden movements is important. Experts generally advise avoiding confrontation and contacting authorities whenever possible. A friendly reminder: kindly like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks a lot. A quiet store turns out of control when a robber walks in and the employee resists him. In December 2020, a man entered a liquor store and approached the counter where a woman and two other employees were working. Without warning, he displayed a firearm and threw a bag onto the counter, demanding that it be filled with cash. The employees remained calm as the situation unfolded. However, one of the men behind the counter revealed that he was also carrying a firearm and moved to confront the suspect. Realizing the situation had changed, the robber attempted to run from the store but was stopped before he could escape. The robbery attempt ended quickly, and no one inside the store was seriously harmed. While the outcome was positive, experts stress that confronting an armed suspect can be extremely dangerous. Staying calm and prioritizing personal safety should always come first. A normal day at a bank changes suddenly when a robber walks into a bank and the customers attack him. CCTV footage captured a tense moment when a masked man entered a bank and displayed a weapon while demanding money from employees and customers. The sudden event created fear among those inside the building. As the situation unfolded, one customer noticed an opportunity and moved quickly toward the suspect, bringing him to the ground. The unexpected action caused others nearby to step forward and help restrain the man. Together, they removed the weapon and held him in place until authorities arrived. The robbery attempt ended within minutes, and no one was seriously injured. While this incident had a positive outcome, experts caution that confronting armed suspects can be extremely risky. When possible, staying calm, cooperating, and contacting authorities remains the safest approach. A robber walks up to a man and demands for money, but his victim just keeps walking. In December 2018, a man carrying several packs of goods was walking along a street when a young robber approached him. The suspect displayed a firearm and demanded money, expecting the victim to stop and comply. However, the man simply turned and continued walking, as if nothing had happened. The robber attempted to repeat the demand, hoping the victim would respond the second time. Yet the man remained calm and kept moving away without engaging. With his attempts failing and the situation drawing attention, the robber eventually abandoned the plan and left the area. While the encounter ended without harm, safety experts emphasize that every situation is different and unpredictable. Remaining calm can sometimes help prevent escalation, but the safest response is usually to create distance and contact authorities once you are in a secure place. A quiet store turned loud when 3 robbers rush in, and the store owner resists them. CCTV footage captured a tense moment inside a small store when 3 individuals rushed in carrying a crowbar. Their intention appeared to be a quick break-in to take items from the shop. The sudden entrance created confusion and alarm inside the store. However, the store manager had already noticed the suspicious movement near the entrance and stayed alert. Instead of freezing, he revealed that he was carrying a firearm and confronted the intruders before they could begin damaging property or taking anything. The unexpected response caused the group to quickly change their plans. Rather than continue, they turned around and hurried out of the store. Situations like this can unfold rapidly. Safety experts often stress that staying calm, observing carefully, and prioritizing personal safety over property is the best approach in fast-moving incidents. A robber tries to rob a store, but everything changed when an unexpected visitor arrives. A robbery attempt inside a Metro PCS store in Chicago took an unexpected turn when help arrived at the right time. A man entered the store and quickly displayed a firearm, directing it toward the cashier while trying to access the area behind the counter where money and phones were kept. The cashier stepped away from the register, creating distance while the suspect attempted to gather items. What he did not realize was that police officers had already been alerted to the situation and were approaching the location. Within moments, officers entered the store and confronted the suspect. Realizing there was no escape, he surrendered and was taken into custody without further incident. This situation highlights the importance of remaining calm and contacting authorities quickly, which can often prevent crimes from escalating. At a hospital turns out of control when a patient confronts robbers with his own firearm. In November 2021, a dental clinic experienced a frightening moment when 2 robbers forced their way inside and moved toward an operating room where a patient was undergoing treatment. The situation quickly became tense as the intruders attempted to take valuables from those inside. One robber moved closer to the patient in the chair, expecting no resistance. However, the patient revealed that he was carrying a firearm. A brief struggle followed, and the patient managed to gain control of the situation. He then directed the second intruder to stop, bringing the robbery attempt to an abrupt end. No one inside the clinic was seriously injured. Even though the outcome was positive, experts stress that situations involving weapons are extremely unpredictable. Remaining calm and prioritizing personal safety over belongings remains the safest advice. Tension fills a store when a robber walks in, and a customer reluctantly confronts the robber. One evening in January 2022, a man entered a store and created immediate tension by threatening a customer near the entrance. His actions caused alarm among the people inside the shop. The targeted customer reacted defensively when the intruder moved closer. The unexpected response disrupted the suspect's plan and caused him to leave the store quickly without taking anything. Within moments, the situation had ended before it could escalate further. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt during the incident. Events like this highlight the importance of safety awareness in public places. Experts often advise avoiding confrontation whenever possible and focusing on personal safety first. Businesses can also improve protection by installing cameras, panic alarms, and maintaining clear visibility near entrances so employees and customers can react quickly to unusual situations. A friendly reminder: kindly like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks a lot. An employee will not be intimidated and reacts defensively when a robber walks into his store. A robbery attempt inside a store took an unexpected turn when an armed suspect approached the counter and demanded money from the sales clerk. The suspect expected the employee to comply immediately. Instead, the clerk reacted quickly and managed to take control of the weapon during a brief struggle. Before the situation could develop further, another person inside the store stepped forward and helped restrain the suspect. Together, they held him in place until help arrived. The quick actions prevented the robbery from continuing, and everyone inside the store remained safe. Even though the situation ended well, law enforcement experts generally advise that the safest response during robberies is to comply and avoid confrontation whenever possible. Security cameras, protective barriers, and limited cash in registers can also help reduce risks. A robber robs 3 victims while on his motorcycle, but bystanders and the victims foils his escape. 3 young people were walking along a quiet street when a man riding a motorcycle suddenly stopped beside them. He displayed a firearm and demanded that they hand over their belongings. The group, caught off guard, initially complied in order to avoid escalating the situation. As the suspect prepared to ride away, the 3 individuals reacted together and rushed toward him. They managed to pull him off the motorcycle and bring him to the ground. The commotion quickly drew attention from nearby residents and passers-by. Within moments, several people came outside to see what was happening and helped restrain the suspect until authorities arrived. Although the incident ended without serious injury, experts warn that confronting someone who may be armed carries significant risks. In most cases, the safest approach is to remain calm, avoid confrontation, and prioritize personal safety over property.